It looks highly unlikely that Flamingo Land's new 10 Inversion coaster is going to be opening this year, and more likely that we're going to have to wait another year until 2022 to get on it, based on things I'll run through in today's video. Now I've finished all of my exams, YouTube videos are back on the Theme Park Jack YouTube channel every other day. A massive thank you to everyone who watches videos on the channel, and even if you're just watching for the first time today. If you do enjoy today's video, then please do leave a like, and you can get a discount in my shop where I've got items that I've designed with roller coaster pictures I've taken, such as hoodies, t-shirts, cushions, mugs, you name it. So please do have a look. You can get 10% off with the code TPJ350. Thanks again, videos are now back full time and I hope you enjoyed today's video. So before I give my opinions on the new roller coaster probably being delayed, and we're just going to talk about what's going on at Flamingo Land generally. I'm first going to talk about why I think it's been delayed, because I wasn't just saying that for a clickbait title. I am pretty sure that this new roller coaster won't be opening this year. The first reason for this is that Flamingo Land themselves have updated their park map. It originally said that the new 10 Inversion coaster was opening in 2021. Now it just says that it's under construction. Let's just remember here that when a theme park adds a new roller coaster, they want to hype it up as much as possible, get people across the country excited about it, and try and get them to go to the park. So the fact that it's been radio silent about this new ride now for months on Flamingo Land's social media pages, and the fact that it's been changed on the map, makes me think it's increasingly likely that this roller coaster won't be opening this year. That certainly isn't all I've got though. I stopped by Flamingo Land a few days before it reopened, when the government allowed it to. It was at the beginning of April when I stopped by, and from what I could see, I know I was on the public road outside the park, so obviously I couldn't see the whole ride, but from outside the entrance of the park on the road, and from when you drive up the road as well, and you can kind of look down on the new roller coaster, based on the amount of the ride that I could see, clearly if they have done stuff to the tiny bits of the ride I couldn't see, it certainly isn't much. I hadn't had any new painting work done to it, the landscaping still looks non-existent, and it just seems like the chances of them getting this new ride open this year, given the fact that they want to repaint the full ride, the track silver, the supports black, they also want to landscape the whole ride and repaint the trains from green to like Union Jack flag colours. I think given all of that, the chances of them reopening it this year are incredibly slim now. Coupled with the fact there's been complete radio silence on social media. They've changed what they're saying on the map, from it being that it's opening this year to it now just being under construction. So they're not just telling people to not bother coming this year and just to come back next year, but at the same time they're not building people's hopes up. Probably a very smart thing for them to do business wise. At the end of the day, you've got to remember that when they do actually decide to open the ride, they've then got to advertise it and hype it up for a while to get people to come, and they'd want to start doing that a good few weeks before the ride opened, and they can advertise an opening date to it. Bearing all that in mind, if they did really get under steam now, they probably won't be able to open it until like the end of summer, beginning of autumn. So by this point, what would even be the point of opening it in 2021? They might as well just wait until 2022. Just a quick cheeky plug while we're here for the Theme Park Jack shop, where you can get 10% off if you enter the code TPJ350. I never enjoy being negative about a theme park, but you've just got to be honest at the end of the day, and that's what we're being today, and that brings us to where we are. I think it's widely agreed by people that the past year at Flamingo Land hasn't exactly been going great. I think that starts with when they reopened in July last year, when clearly they didn't get anywhere near enough staff back, which was unfair on them because it put them under crazy pressure, but two, it was just not fair on the people who were still paying over £30 to get in for the day, who've been looking forward for a long time to a day out in many cases, got in there and then saw that some of the major attractions like Kamali and Cliffhanger were only open for a couple of hours each every day, as they were on a rotational basis during the summer holidays. Now it doesn't take me to tell you that for two of the major rides in the park to be on rotation in the summer holidays isn't the best, really, is it? Not by any means. And we've also got to remember that a big selection of the rides were closed completely last year, those being Flip Flop, the Lost River ride and others, which meant that when people got in the park, the crowds became really pent up together to go on the rides that were open in the first place and the ones that were open at the time that they were there. Fast forward to 2021, and when they announced that they were reopening in April when the government allowed them to, they said that a selection of the rides wouldn't be open. They only opened, it was really just the rides that they opened at Christmas time. It's just like Mumbo Jumbo and some of the family rides and stuff like that. They were the only ones that reopened. And then now they announced that from the 17th of May, some more rides in the park will be reopening, but very noticeably excluding Kamali, the Lost River ride and Flip Flop. Now, it doesn't take me to tell you again that to have the major ride closed, well, the number one ride in the park closed and two of the major rides closed as well, is very disappointing, with the price tag still putting it at one of the most expensive parks in the UK, even with this. I think that that's a real shame, to be honest, and it's like Blackpool Pleasure Beach closing the big one all year, Alton Towers closing Nemesis all year, or Thorpe Park closing the Swarm all year long. The fact is, it just wouldn't happen at any of those theme parks, and I think the fact that Flamingo Land have decided to do this is very sad. Let's hope that in the next few months you get the ride reopened again, and fingers crossed it is just down for some maintenance, but to be honest, the amount of time they've had to do this maintenance, even since it reopened on the 12th of April, it is a bit disappointing as to the fact that they've not got the ride open. And it's why it came as absolutely no surprise to me whatsoever that the new roller coaster probably won't be opening this year. I was kind of waiting for signs that it won't be opening this year to happen, and I think we've now got them. So if they can't reopen some of the major rides that they've already got, I think the chances of them refurbishing and getting this new coaster open for this season is incredibly unlikely. Despite everything we've talked about in today's video, the fact still stands that we all should be incredibly grateful for Flamingo Land getting this new ride. At the end of the day, no matter when it opens, it's still an amazing new attraction, and it's a big risk that Flamingo Land are taking buying a new ride on this scale, and us roller coaster fans need to go and show them our support when the ride does end up opening. So yeah, I'm still incredibly excited about this ride. You guys should be too, and absolutely go and show Flamingo Land your support when the new ride does eventually open. If we ever want anything like this to happen again, and I'm sure like me you all do. Thanks again for watching today's video. If you do have anything to say about this, if you've got anything that I haven't, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm always interested to see what you guys think, so please feel free to comment. Please also leave a like if you enjoyed today's video. It helps out the channel a lot and I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to go and have a look at my shop where I sell various different items like hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, you name it, with roller coaster pictures I've taken on them, then please do have a look. The link to it is in the description. And you can get 10% off with the code TPJ300. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye now.